Hey everyone, it's Cathy Zielske. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Question for you. Do you decorate the outside of the envelopes on all those wonderful handmade cards that you create? Well, if you do and you're looking for a fun, cheeky, all-purpose stamp set designed purely for the external side of card making, i.e. envelopes, this video and stamp set are for you. Let's take a look at the stamps. The set is called Good Mail Day, and you know how it is. When you get an envelope that's decorated and maybe has a pretty stamp and some washi tape, and then it has something cute on the outside, you know it's a good mail day. So this set is really designed for that purpose, to get your recipient excited. And yes, I do like the fact that it says crafty mail in the house, and then it says, which means it costs 5 times more than a store-bought card. I mean, have you seen my craft room? Thank you. The no cash enclosed, I also like because I feel like sometimes when I have sent birthday stuff, it doesn't get where it's going. So I kind of want to tell people, I know, it's hard to imagine based on how good looking this is. Well, you know, you can hit a checkbox and cover all the bases. I just wanted something fun for envelopes. So let's make a few, shall we? All the envelopes today that I am using come from Gina K Designs. So I'm placing this in my MISTI. I like to use my MISTI for pretty much everything I stamp because it just gives me a better impression. I've got my embossing magic pad to remove all the static and oil off the envelope so that when I put my sticky ink down, the embossing powder sticks only to the ink. So I will give nice even pressure. Run my fingers over this. I like to use my Swiffer cloth. I clean with it and I press down on the MISTI so my fingers don't stick. Sprinkle on my white powder and just like that, ready for heat embossing. I have a Wagner heat tool. I love this heat tool. I'll get it nice and hot. And I usually hold what I'm embossing with a clothespin. I learned that from Gina K Designs, maker of these envelopes. It just helps to keep your fingers out of the way so they don't get burned. And once my heat tool is hot, I will bring it to the paper and quickly melt the powder for this really fun white look on my envelope. Isn't that cute? The next thing I'm going to do is take the little star stamp, and I decided to free range stamp this, which for me, that is rolling the dice, because I didn't get a great impression here, but you'll get the idea, because you can take the little star and stamp over whatever box you want to check. Put your powder on, flick off the excess, and then heat set it. It looks a little blobby, but I think you get the idea. See? This is a birthday card. Now here's a fun thing to do. Get an embossing pen. I have one from Ranger because then you can write your recipient's name in embossing ink. Now I'm not going to do the whole address, but there's my mama. Flick off the excess, and then you have matching embossed white writing in your own handwriting. Cute, huh? Next, I'll take another envelope here, and I've got my stamps on my MISTI door, inking them up, pressing them down, and I thought it would be kind of cool to do this in a different color embossing powder. I'm going to use some Simon Black. This is the Ultrafine Detail Black. I don't use black embossing powder very often, and as soon as I heat set this, I thought to myself, Kath, you need to do this more often because it has such a cool look once the powder is melted. It gets this really nice raised embossed look, and you don't really see it until you put it in the light, and as soon as you do, oh, it's so cool. I think that's so cool. Now while we're talking envelopes, I learned this also from my friend Gina K. What if you have a square card? And I'll put a card that links to this card video if you want to see how that was made. But you take an A2, a US A2 envelope, okay? Put it in your paper trimmer, cut a 1/2 inch off one side, just like that. Flip it, and then cut another 1/2 inch off the other side. You're going to cut this down so you can make a square envelope. Now when you open it up, the pieces usually just fall out. If they don't, you can just peel them away very gently. And now you're going to open it up, and you're going to need a double-sided tape. Now I am using Terrific tape from Gina K Designs in the 1/8 inch. That's kind of the critical measurement. You want the 1/8 inch because you're going to reseal your envelope. So I just trim a little length that's longer than that lower panel and just place it down, press it into place, and trim off the excess. This is one side of the envelope's resealing, if you will. So I'm going to get another piece on the other side, and then I'll peel off the backers. Get both of those off, press it down just to make sure. Sometimes you can accidentally peel up the adhesive as well. And then fold it up from the bottom. I like to go from the center and press up. And for a nice finishing touch, you can grab any corner rounder that you have. I have this 1/4 inch EK Success one, and just snip the corners for a nice finished look to your envelope. But this is an easy way to create a square envelope. All right, just like that. And the beautiful thing, it actually works. It actually works because there's my square card, sliding it right in. Here's a pro tip though. Number 1, you're going to need 2 stamps to send that through the mail. And number 2, I like to seal up on the edges with washi tape. So it gives you a chance to make your envelope even more decorative, but just to ensure that nothing comes apart in the mail. Here's another card envelope that I did, and one of the things that does help with those fine little type sentiments, using the MISTI. It really does help me get a good impression, so those small type font stamps read well. But that's just a series, just a look at a fun way to play with the outside of your envelope. I do like Not a Bill. And there's other little sentiments too, like Delivered to and Happy Mail for. Those could go right above your label. I do love that you can go here to there and stamp that little arrow wherever you like. Thanks so much for watching today. I would love to have you become a subscriber to my YouTube channel. And if you do subscribe, be sure to hit that gray bell below the video so you don't miss the next time I post.